And a few more in the sage, So that's it. So that's all we have remaining. Well, speaking of all we have remaining, we have the last of the quantity available for everyone right now. And if you are, you know, I've bought a lot of different air purifiers over the years, as I'm sure you have. And I'm always looking for the best one, the one that's going to do the job the best. The UVC light that you have with this one, I was really fascinated with that because it has the ability to really penetrate through, you know, the cores of like your viruses and your bacteria, because this is what we want. We want to create a healthier environment in our home. Well, leave it to Geek Aire. Geek Aire, first of all, is a brand that we've had on the air for many years. They're known for all their high-end electronics. Many of us have numerous items from Geek Aire at home. Today, we're going to present for you this amazing true HEPA 3-in-1 air purifier. There are 3 different air speeds. It even lets you know the air quality. It displays the quality of the air in the room you're in, timer that you can use as well, but all available at only $99.99. We have it on your 5 flex pay payments, so it's $20 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay without any interest whatsoever, and we are going to ship it to you for free. But the fact that it's going to get in there and penetrate those walls of all of the germs in your home, giving you also the protection of 99.9% of your particulates that are floating around in your air. So whether it is the cooking odors, the pet odors, or the mere fact that it's cold outside, the house is closed up, and you look in the, I love when you look in the window, right, and you look in the sun and you see everything floating in the air, you are breathing that. Well, come on in, Miss Rebecca Wood.
You're not the only one that sees that.
I know, it freaks me out when I'll go to like the kitchen and you see the light and then there's all this stuff.
Yes.
It's like, what is that?
So my experience with this, one of the great things about it, less dusting. So
yes, exactly.
It's eating it all up. Yes, you can count on Geek to always deliver you those designer features, like the very latest in technology when you were talking about the UVC filter that's built right in.
Right.
You never have to update that. That's already built right in. And we're always going to do it at prices we can afford, that we can all afford.
Exactly.
That's why everybody loves Geek at HSN. What you're really going to notice the difference is it's not just the UVC. You've got 3 levels of filtration. So you've got the very first level. I'm going to hold this one up here. This is going to be the pre-carbon filter.
Okay.
So this is going to get the large debris. I brought this from home, no lie. I have 2 white dogs that shed. So this is the before and this is the after. Do you see the difference? So this is going to get the large debris like the hair and the dust and the dirt. Yeah. And also that is going to absorb and eliminate the odors. You get that deodorization with that. So you're going to love that.
Nice.
You've got also, this is everything that it's going to absorb. This is everything it's going to eliminate from the large, as I was just saying, the pet hair, the dander, all the way down to the tiniest of particles, which is the smoke. And that smoke is what's going to be going through our HEPA, true HEPA. So it's not HEPA light, HEPA-like, it is true HEPA.
Nice.
And one of the things I love about this, even though it's a tiny footprint, look how massive this filter is, because it's so long and so tall, even in this slim design. This is going to get 99.9% of all of the airborne pollutants, like dander, allergens, pollen.
Dust, all of it. And this, because if you look at the unit, first of all, it's a smart looking unit.
It's very pretty.
This will cover, what is it, like a 230 square feet, big,
huge,
big. That's what I like about it, better, more coverage.
Like to say is, it's actually going to do all rooms. It's just going to scrub the air in smaller rooms more. So in a 10 by 10 foot room, you're going to get about 11 times an hour. 11 times an hour. So while you're sleeping, because that's the standard bedroom, right? While you're sleeping, hopefully getting that 8 hours. It's going to clean 88 times. While you're sleeping, you're not having to worry about what's going into your lungs, about what your lungs are purifying, because this is doing it for you. Now, in a huge, massive room, like you were saying, 200 square feet, still 5 times an hour. So in one day,
that's huge.
You're looking at 120 times. It's taking all of the air into that room. And it's coming through. Let me show you. So we were talking about smoke.
Let's do it.
We like to show smoke because it's the smallest particle. So it's the hardest to get rid of. So I'm going to turn this on, and you can see, as I turn it on, first of all, it's hard to even fill up because this goes automatically into it. And then...
You're right, because you can see that it immediately was sucking it in.
It's disappearing. Here's my favorite, absolute favorite thing about this. If you go on top, you have two ways of telling that your air is cleaning itself, that this is purifying the air. First, do you notice that illuminating light? It's red. Red means high pollutants. It is going to go into overdrive. It's going to turn itself on to number 3, and it's going to scrub that air clean automatically without you touching it.
Awesome.
Then you'll notice the number on top. That number, the higher of pollutants. It's kind of hard to see there, but that number will shoot up. And then, as you're seeing it scrubbing clean, the illuminated light around it will turn to green, which means moderate. And then it will go to blue, which means good. You're good to go.
Wow.
Your air is clean. And those numbers as well.
I've never seen one that had that before.
There's been times where I'm like cooking bacon, right?
Yeah.
And then I hear it cook in, or click into overdrive, and I look over and I see it's turned red.
Yeah,
and I know not only is it going to clean all that smoke, it's also going to deodorize that air, and I'm not going to smell bacon for 4 days.
So this is like such a step above any other filtration system that we've ever offered on the air. And hence why, like I said, we have a little over 200. That is it. This is the only scheduled airing, I believe.
The only one we have.
And when they're gone, I don't even know whether it's coming back.
We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
How long it will take to get it back as well.
Yeah, so if you maybe you've been looking at it, you've had your eye on it, enjoy it today. We're looking at $99.99, which again, $40 off the price. You always still have the full 30-day return policy, but it goes above and beyond where other filtration systems have gone in the past.
It gives you what you need, that 3 levels of filtration to get all of the particles. As you were talking, that UVC that we have, that's going to penetrate like the thin-walled germs. So viruses, bacteria, it's going to go through that UVC, and then they die.
Yeah. So and I don't know if any other one to interrupt you, but I don't know.
Not that I know of.
Okay, I was trying to wrap my brain. I've never seen any other one that we've ever done that had the UVC.
No, and it will go through and it will kill it. And as you can see, I wanted to bring, this is my duster that I bring home, and I dust it clean, and I was holding it here. Do you see how it went to green?
Yeah, it's green now.
So as it was just held by the unit, it turned to green. It was already taking in all of the dust from this. Now when I shake it, you're gonna see it goes to red. And look at it, shot up to 999. That's a lot of particles in the air.
Oh, yeah.
If you are not using an air purifier, what is filtering that air? Your lungs. We talk about filtering water. We would never, I would never drink water out of the tap right now, ever, right?
Right.
But we don't talk about the importance of filtering that air, which we breathe in every day. So this is going to do all of the work for you, so your babies, your fur babies, and you, their lungs don't have to do it.
And it's so much worse this time of year, right? Because you're in the house, right? It's cold outside, the house is all closed up. So all of that has nowhere to go except to continue to circulate from room to room. So if there's ever a time, you know, when you really need,
everybody thinks allergy season, but really, yes, that's another time. It's all year long that you need that air purification, but we're shutting those doors, we're shutting those windows. There's nowhere for that to go.
Oh my gosh, I've been sicker this year than I've ever been. I mean,
and you know, we're talking about how great it is to purify for your lungs, but let's just talk about the comfort as well. Where is that going? Where is that dust and dirt going? In your eyes, in your throat, in your nose, and you might get a little irritation. I'm not a doctor. I can't say it's a cure-all, but what I can tell you is get this home, use it for 30 days, and then you're gonna be like, that's the difference.
I get it. Or, you know, honestly, you don't even need 30 days. Because I've done tests like this before with other units, but this one, because it has that UVC, you know, set it, you know, get it up, put it, whatever room you spend the most time on, leave it on for like 24 hours, and then shut it off. And I'm telling you, you honestly do understand, and you can tell the difference in the quality of the air. And to me, at this point, if you can, I mean, maybe you want one for upstairs and downstairs.
We use it in bedrooms, and we have one downstairs.
That's what I was going to say too, the bedroom and then the kitchen den area.
This one's from my bedroom. So I took this from the unit in my bedroom. I have 2 white dogs. They shed. And look at what this is what it's gonna look like when it comes to you.
Gosh.
This is what it looks like after just a month or 2 of use. Here's the great thing. We actually will tell you when you need a new filter. It will last on normal, regular use about 6 months. That's because it's such a good, large filter. And when you're seeing that number, now look at, it went down to blue. That means the air is back to good. We have a lower number. Whenever it gets down to in the 30s, it means that's a great, it's particulate per matter. So how much matter, how much particulates are in the air, that number is going to tell you. The lower the number, the better. The illuminated light around, blue means good. Green means, hey, I'm going to go to work for you. There's something in the air. Red means, oh my gosh, I'm going to turn on. And it kicks up. Sometimes you'll be across the room and you're like, and
you hear it.
The dog walks by. I actually had it where my beagle, who sheds like nobody's business, she'll walk by and I'll hear it. And she'll be laying
That's amazing. That's impressive.
Yes, it is so impressive.
So can I clean it?
You will get a new one, and we have them here, and we have them online as well.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes.
Okay, so they're online, the new filters, and you just use it till it lets you know when you need to replace it.
Exactly. So it tells you when you need.
Awesome.
And we also have 3 levels. So what I like to tell people is, if you are just having, as you said, typical home, maybe you don't have any allergens or pollen, it's not pollen time, don't have any dogs. I like to keep it on 1 because remember, it will kick in when it needs to. So I like to keep it on 1. Or I'm cooking. I was making a big holiday meal and the house smelled. I wanted it to clear it out fast. Remember, in a 20 by 20 room, 200 square feet, it's gonna clean all of the air in that room 5 times an hour, every single hour, in a 10 by 10, 11 and a half times an hour.
That's impressive.
So when I wanted to do that, I kicked it up to 3. So you have low, medium, high.
And you just do it right?
Yep.
It's all touch, okay?
Nope, you don't. They're right here, the little fan, you hit that until you get to 1. So if I wanted to go high,
so it's all
there's
touch.
3. Now we just went into 3. It's
Amazing.
just touch. There's also timers and a way to lock it.
Yeah, the timer's what, 1, 2, 3, 12? I mean, you can, I mean, you can set it. I love that because it kind of, it's soothing.
It is. Now this is 3.
This is 3.
And it's not that loud. I'm going to take it down so you can hear and turn it on. That's automatic.
Well, you don't
That's
even
what I
hear that.
Whisper. At night, you cannot hear a thing.
That's crazy. That has to be the quietest I've heard.
It is so
or haven't heard.
Exactly. It's so quiet.
Wow.
It's whisper quiet, but it's still going to work for you.
I love it.
It's still scrubbing that air clean with not just, we hear a lot about HEPA, right? Because it's the gold standard. But not just the pre-carbon. That's going to get all of the dirt, the debris, the pet hair, the larger debris, but that true HEPA, and look at the real estate with that true HEPA. It is going to scrub the air clean with that true HEPA. Now this one, as you can see, before, but look at how that HEPA is still there. That's the difference there. So it went through and it cleaned through the true HEPA. But not only will it stop there, from there it's going to go into the built-in UVC, which is going to penetrate the thin wall germs. So viruses, bacteria.
And we can't say that. Just okay, so if you knew our legal department. So I mean, that's a big thing for us to be able to talk about the UVC penetrating the thin walls of the viruses and the bacteria, because maybe you've bought like other units and you think they're doing that. Unless you have the UVC light, they're really not. So I mean, here you have a unit that will actually, and that's what you want it to do, particularly nowadays, right? Yeah. So you're getting the best of the best in terms of the filtration, in terms of, again, attacking, as we said, going, that UVC going right through the thin walls of your viruses and your bacterias. And you also have, which I've never seen before, where it literally will read the air quality of the room, so it lets you know. But then, if it needs to clear it, it bumps up, right? So if you get it red, it does it on its own. I don't have to go over and go, oh, let me hit this again.
That's why automatic is so great, because it will take it to whatever level it needs to.
Right.
And we're talking, you saw my pet hair, but we're talking the tiniest particles in the air. That's smoke. That's why we love to show you smoke. See how impressive it is. I'm going to turn this on, and you see the smoke fill the chamber. It automatically went to red. Do you see that?
Yep,
it notified me on top with that red, okay, there's a lot of stuff in the air. I got to get to work. Look how quickly it cleared that chamber. And then also that numerical system on top tells me exactly what the particulate matter is in the air. So I love that. You know, a lot of times you get it, an air purifier home and you're like, is it really working?
Right.
You see that.
I love that. You're exactly right, because you know how we all want. We want, like, I want information.
Yes.
So there's your information. You see, you know exactly what the quality of the room is. You can tell when it's working. So we have, I think it's like 180 some only remaining now. This is the 160. Yeek. And this is the only.
This is the only planarian. This is it. When it's gone, it's gone.
It's
and you will
gone.
get it home and you will love it. Yes. It's really hard to get stock back, right?
Yeah.
And so this is something that we've loved. People love it. Get the air purifiers as well. The air filters are already online, so you'll be
online.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. All right, everybody. Item number, what is that? 755-966. So the final quantity of